remember back in 1972. I was really into nature photography back then. The date was May 12th. I remember because it was my sister's birthday. And I spent the morning at Hall Park taking pictures of the gardens when a glimmer from the sky caught my eye. Well, I didn't have any idea what it was, but I decided to zoom in with my camera lens to see if I could get a better look. The object was saucer-shaped and metallic, and it just hovered there in the sky.
Could it have been a blimp or a weather balloon?
Oh no, I've seen plenty of those. No, it wasn't that. Well, I wasn't able to change lenses, but I was able to take 5 pictures of it before the flying saucer just flew away in a flash.
That is amazing. Can we see them?
I wish you could. I spoke with Herbert Hues about them, and I planned to get my film developed the next day, but 2 men in black suits showed up at my door, and they demanded my film. I don't know how they knew about my pictures.
The men in black. Did they say who they worked for?
Well, they said they were with the government, and they showed me some badges, but I couldn't tell you that they were for real. But I can tell you that their threats were for real, or seemed to be. But that's been a long time ago, and I am no longer afraid of the boogeyman anymore.
Besides Mr. Hues, did you talk to anyone else about this? Possibly a man named Robert Quinn?
Robert Quinn? No, that name doesn't ring a bell. But to be fair, I've never been very good with names. I haven't spoken to anyone about this in a very long time. I wanted to forget about it, but eventually I opened up to people and told them what I saw. I don't know if they were aliens or if it was just a spy plane, honestly. But now, it's just an interesting tale.
Well, that was interesting.
I wish we could have seen the pictures.
I guess it's too much to ask for actual proof. Hopefully someone will remember your grandfather.
Hopefully.
Why are they watching us?
What are you looking at?
The men in black. They're here to get us.
I think you've had too much.
No, I'm being serious. They're here to kidnap us and interrogate us for our secrets. We have ways of making you talk.
Yeah, right. Russian men in black are out to get us. Yeah.
Perhaps you should get in the car. It's safer in here.
Aliens?
Bye. Do you sell vacuums?
No, sir.
I saw it, clear as day, but it was at night. Calvin and I were doing some night hunting for coyotes. Something had been killing his livestock, and we were meaning to put an end to that. Well, there we were, freezing our tails off. It was about a half hour past the end of the coffee, and we heard some rustling in the bushes. Then out it came, 8 feet tall, and all gray. It was making these beeping noises like a robot. Best I can describe it is future speak. To tell you the truth, Calvin wet himself.
That's incredible.
Then, as fast as it came, it turned and vanished. For years, I thought it was aliens, with mutilated animals and such. But then, I came to realize, that's not what it was. That's right, Sasquatch.
Tessa, hold on, you have a spider in the
This is normal for them.
Welcome. Y'all have a seat over there. I'll be right with you. So all three of y'all looking for a haircut today?
Actually, I'm looking for Shelby. I was hoping she could answer a few questions for us.
Well, I'm right here, honey. How can I help you?
Should we wait until you're done cutting her hair?
Oh, shoot. I can cut hair with my eyes closed.
You won't, will you?
Oh, don't worry. Now, you're looking great. Now, how can I help y'all?
Well, I found this journal written by Herbert Hues. He spoke with people concerning their personal encounters with aliens. I think you may have spoken to him.
You guys cops, because I always thought there was something wrong with that guy.
No, ma'am. We're not cops.
Well, okay, but if you were, I'd be willing to testify.
To testify to what?
Well, whatever it is, I'm always looking to help.
Can we hear about the time you talked with an alien?
That would help us.
Saw one. Heck, I dated one.
You dated an alien?
Well, we were practically engaged. You know, he wasn't from here. He was out of town, and, well, aren't all these aliens from out of town? Anyway, so I was with all of my friends over at Rusty's Diner. You know, it used to be John's Diner before they changed the owners. Well, we were over there sharing some curly fries, and out comes this handsome hunk of a man. He kind of looked like an older version of your friend over there.
Like me?
No, I meant the handsome one. I told Wanda I was going over there and I was talking to him, and I did.
How do you know he was an alien?
I didn't at first, although I should have known. After a few days of this whirlwind romance, he admitted to me that he was an alien and that he had to go back to his planet and there was a terrible plague there. And that's why he had to go back. He was the only one who could cure his people, and he never even told me he was a doctor. Come to think of it, he told me he sold restaurant equipment. He promised to come back as soon as he could, and when I never heard back from him, I assumed he had died from that plague like everybody else on his planet.
That's a rational explanation.
Well, are you sure I can't interest you in a haircut?
I think we'll pass.
It's been a long day.
Yep, and we still have one more person on the list.
Oh, how I've waited for you, my pretty one.
Tessa, are you getting what you really wanted out of this little adventure?
So far, no one even remembers talking to my grandpa, and most of them don't even want to speak to us about their experiences.
Not to mention, most of them are nuttier than a fruitcake.
Does fruitcake have nuts?
I don't know.
Tessa, I hoped you'd be done slumming it by now.
It appeared out of nowhere!
Vicky, how did you get here?
I walked.
You walked 6 miles. By yourself?
Of course not, dweeb. When Mama and I were shopping, we spotted you. And she said, you need to come home now.
I'll be there in a minute.
Whatever.
I've got to go. Can we pick this up tomorrow? After we speak to Rusty Carmichael, Miss Hughes agreed to tell us what she can about my grandpa.
I'm in.
Thanks, guys.
See you tomorrow. So, do you want to go to my house and watch a movie or something? And before you ask, no, you can't drive.
I'm in no condition to drive. My milkshake was rum raisin.
There's not any alcohol in it.
Then why do I always feel loopy after I drink it?
I think that's a permanent condition.